Hello everyone, welcome to our session number 4 on the basis of device security and keylogging threats. So in today's session we are discussing about the devices security. There are so many kinds of devices are there into the market, like IoT devices are there, smart gadgets are there. Everything will cover into the whole sessions. So basically what kind of the session will cover in whole further video. So basically we are covering the all concepts of devices security and key logging threats. So the objective of our today's session is to enhance awareness and understanding of the critical importance of device security and growing threat of keylogging coupled with the best practices protecting sensitive information. So the main motto is this session is protecting the sensitive information of human beings. So every session we cover with the some motto. What is the motto and what is the purpose of every session to how we can secure ourselves from the hackers. Basically so many kinds of hackers into the market, just like black hat hackers, gray hat hackers, white hat hackers. So we have to save from the black hat hackers. So into the field of cybersecurity, so one of the major thing is the devices security and keylogging threats. So enhance your knowledge of essential devices security measures and techniques to protect against keylogging threats. So basically in an era dominated by the technology, we see from last 4 and 5 years the technology will be grow day by day, and the new technologies as artificial intelligence is there, web3 is there, blockchain is there. So new technology is also coming, and the technology is also growing day by day. So the security of our devices and the data they hold has the never been crucial, with individuals, organizations to becoming a increasingly reliant on smartphones, laptops, IoT devices. IoT means Internet of Things devices and cloud platforms also. The risk of cyber attacks have grown proportionally. Cyber crimes targeted devices and steal data, and they monitor the activities, disrupt systems. One of the most covered threat devices security is keylogging. It is the method that silently records the keystroke of giving attacker access to everything from passwords to your personal message. So everything is all about the devices security, the mechanism of keylogging threats and actionable steps of safeguarding against the risk supported by real world case studies. Everything will cover into the whole sessions. So stay tuned guys, we just exploring some insightful information regarding the devices security and keylogging threats. So basically what is a devices security? So the core level devices security, it is the practice of protecting devices, hardware of system from unauthorized access. Unauthorized means they have not authorized, they have not authority, means you are the admin person. So every authority in your hands, but the attacker can be access the data. It is the attacker having no authority, so attacker can be access the data, so it is the unauthority. So that reason unauthorized access will be is there. So the unauthorized access damages or exploitations, it encompasses the physical, technical and administrative safeguards designed to the secure data and maintain the all functionalities. So basically why essential the digital security or devices security? Why is the devices security is essential? So I think it is important and it is essential for us. But why? because devices serve as repositories for personal information like your name, your address, your contact details, your means every personal detail is there. After financial detail like your UPI ID, like your sensitive information, like your every details into the financial. After business critical information, like if you are working into the some XYZ organization, or if you are working into some XYZ corporate, or if XYZ banking, so this is the your business critical information. So if you are compromised, so they can act as gateway for attacker to gain broader access and connected to the systems, networks and cloud services. So those are the things essential. So that reason is a that reason devices security is essential. Now key areas and focuses of devices security. So first thing is system updates and patches, means software updates. So keep your operating systems, applications and security software up to date to address vulnerabilities. Like if you don't, I think many of the people they do not update their smartphones, their devices. I don't know why, but it is necessary for everyone to update their software. So why we update our software, hardware and the our devices? Because the recently discover vulnerabilities or recently cover some exploits, they are patched by the companies. So we are they launch their updates, they resolve those kind of issue and they relaunch the updates. So that reason we have responsibility to update our software up to dately. After second one is on after second one is antivirus protection. So before antivirus protection, I am also adding one thing into the system updates. So regularly updates fix the some kind of vulnerabilities into the software or operating systems. So if you delay the some updates can leave devices exposed by the exploit. So I have some real world example. So the eternal blue, it is the exploit used in the WannaCry ransomware, leverage unpatched Windows system to spread globally within a hours. It is the real world example. So these kind of things is there. After antivirus protection. So what is meant by antivirus protection? Install a robust antivirus program to detect and remove malware, including keyloggers. So malware is a malicious code, and what is the keylogger? We see in further video different types of keylogger and what is the working of keylogger and how attacker can be sent you keylogger. Everything I'm telling you and how we can prevent our system from keylogger and attack. So those things are there, antiviruses and anti-malware protections. So there are so many kinds of antiviruses or protections like tools like Norton, Kaspersky and Malwarebytes. So it's play a crucial role into identifying and mitigating malware threats. So those are the main things are there. So I have some real world insights regarding antiviruses protection. So modern malware like Emotet involves rapidly necessitating advanced heuristics and signature based detection mechanism is there. It is the real world insight. After third one is firewall configuration. So basically, what is the firewall configuration? So configure your firewall to monitor the control incoming and outgoing network traffic. What is mean by network traffic? So just take an example. So if you are searching some kind of details or some kind of thing, so this request are goes to the server, and the server send you one request. This is a post and get request. So those things are there, but you are into the network, so which kind of traffic are comes on your network? So this is also important thing, because when you analyze the traffic, so you know which kind of traffic are coming, which kind of things are coming. So that reason firewall configuration is plays important role. So that reason configure your firewall to monitor and control incoming and outgoing traffic. Means incoming means they are inputting some traffic, and outgoing means the traffic going from our side and traffic coming from another side, known as incoming and outgoing network traffic. So this is all about the firewall configuration. After third one is network security and firewalls. I also tell. So firewalls is also act as a first line defense, monitoring and controlling outgoing and ingoing traffic. So it's enterprise the solution often including intrusion detection and prevention system like IDS and IPS. This is the all about network security and firewall related things. After two-factor authentication is there. So adding a second layer of verification, like for example OTPs or biometric scans. So when you entering some detail, or when you uh, take authority of any account, so you have just received some OTPs, some biometric scan, they're asking for some biometric scan, they're asking for some OTPs. So that reason two-factor authentication is important. It is a significantly reduce the likelihood of unauthorized accesses. This is the important factor. After physical security. So what is meant by physical security is devices thefts remain a critical risk. So practices like using creasing stone locks for laptops and encrypted storage devices can mitigate the risk. So this is the all about physical security. So I have one case study. So case study of data breach in 2013. So a compromised HVAC vendor account. So one of the HVAC vendor account. So which kind of attack is there? So attacker can allow to infiltrate. So attacker can the HVAC vendor account allow to attacker infiltrate target's network. So it's leading to the theft of 40 million credit card detail. It is a huge data, guys. So just understand the number. It is a 40 million credit card details. So the incident underscores in the importance of holistic devices and network security. You just see the simple one example is there. The number is very biggest, 40 million credit card details. So that reason those things are also important. After understanding key logging threads, basically what is the key logging threads? So basically what is the key logging? It is also known as the silent spy, the silent spy. So keyloggers are among the most individuous forms of malware. By recording every keystroke made on a device, they can capture sensitive data without user knowledge. So what is mean by keylogger? Basically, so keylogger it is a kind of virus, malware, or those kind of things. So keylogger it is a malicious code embedded into any application, any image, any PDF. So attacker try to send or try to install keylogger into your system by using USB debugger, USB rubber ducky, by using bad USB, by using some application. They send you some URLs when you enter, when you clicking on URL. So those kind of keyloggers can be installed into your system. So those things is there. After keylogger, when installed, keylogger is installed into your system. So how keyloggers is works? So basically understanding the keylogging threads. So how keylogger will be work? So keylogger secretly record every stroke. Means what is mean by every stroke? So if attacker can install the keylogger into your system. So now keylogger is installed into your system. If you are entering any keyword on your keyboard, any keyword you enter or any keyword or any button you press on your keyboard, so every stroke can be stored or this stroke can be sent to the hacker. So capturing sensitive information like your passwords, credit card numbers, your banking details, your social media account password like Instagram account password, your chatting, your everything. So how it's possible? For example, you are visiting some banking website. They're having some login page. So when you visiting the login page or you are entering some the details into the login page. So your device already compromised by the keylogger. So you entering some username. For entering username, you press some buttons or you press some keywords on your keyboard. So those keystroke can be stored into your keylogger and those keylogger sends those strokes to the hacker. So those things is there. After we have the recognizing the suspicious activity. So be alert for the slow system performance, unexplained pop-ups and unauthorized software installations. Or also anti-keylogging softwares are there to use specialized tools to detect remove keyloggers from your devices. You also use some anti-keylogging softwares for removing keyloggers from your device. So there are so many types of keyloggers. So first type is software keylogger. So what is meant by software keylogger? So it is a set of programs. It is a line of programs, hundreds of lines, also thousands of lines is there. So these are the program installed on your targeted device that silently log keystrokes and send to the capture data to the attacker. One of the real world example is there. So many phishing attacks including keyloggers components disguise the legitimate softwares or downloads. Those are the real world case. After second one types of keylogger is hardware keylogger. What is meant by hardware keylogger? It is the physical device uh, inserted between keyboard and mouse of a computer, often used targeted attack. So it is the physical device where the keylogger installed or inserted into your between your mouse or keyboard. So the example is keylogger USB devices are often used to corporate sponges. After third one is browser based keyloggers is there. So what is meant by browser based keyloggers? So there is a some kind of script means line of programs. So there are so many kinds of scripts is there for browser based keyloggers. So script is injected into the website for the capture input fields, like for example instagram.com. You have instagram.com/login. You have login page. So there I have inserted there. So there is attacker can inserted the browser based keylogger. So I think means script is injected into the Instagram website. So when victim try to log in the account, so those input fields such as login credentials goes to the hacker by using browser based keylogger scripts. Those things are there. After kernel level keylogger. So what is meant by kernel level keylogger? This operates a deep within an operating system, intercepting input data directly from the kernel. So this is also important. So what is the complexity? Kernel level attack is highly sophisticated and often bypass traditional antiviruses, defenses. Those things is there. So I think I have telling you near about 4 to 5 types of keyloggers. So all about the conclusion of keylogger is to capture the stroke of your keyboard and send to the hacker. That's a simple process. So basically how keyloggers will be work. So keylogger operate by monitoring input methods such as keyboards, touchpads. Advanced variants can also capture clipboard data, screenshots, or browser activities. And also they typically infiltrate systems via software bundles, malicious website scripts, or phishing emails. So those things is there. So I have some case study on the keylogging threats. The Ghostnet cyber sponge campaign in 2009. In 2009, the Ghostnet cyber sponge campaign used keylogging malware. So into the Ghostnet cyber sponge campaign, they use keylogging malware to infiltrate system in 103 countries, 103 countries. So the Ghostnet targeting near about 103 countries. That is the use number. That is the use number. So targeting diplomatic and government networks. So it is the case study of Ghostnet. It is the Ghostnet cyber sponge campaign in 2009 used to malware to infiltrate the system in 103 countries for targeting diplomatic, government, compliances, or networks. This is the all about keylogging threat. I think you have the clear all kind of things regarding keylogger. Now we are discussing about the data leak prevention. So how you can prevent your data basically. So encryption is there. So first of all we see the data link preventions and guarding against the inevitable. So firstly we see the data leak vector because you know the vector, so you can try to save ourselves. So data leakage vectors. So first is external device, second one is cloud misconfiguration, third one is phishing attacks. So basically what is meant by external devices? So USB drives can portable hard disk often becomes conduits for the data exfiltration or malware transmission. And second one is cloud misconfiguration. So improperly configure cloud storage. So if cloud storage is improperly configured, so it is also the risk associated issue. As seen in the capital, one breach can expose sensitive data to attacker. So those thing is there. After third one is phishing attack. We see in our further previous videos what is the phishing attack, what is the social engineering attack. So those things I have covered in previous video. What is the phishing attack? So and also I have performed practically into previous video how phishing attack will be performed practically and what are the vectors are there, what are the steps are there and which kind of prevention techniques are there. Everything I have covered into the previous sessions. So phishing campaigns tricks to user into revealing credentials for uploading sensitive files. Now we are discussing about some prevention techniques. So what is the some prevention measures is there? So first one is encryption. So encryption is encryption or encrypting sensitive files before transferring them. Like use encryption software to protect your file, emails, and communications from unauthorized accesses. After secure cloud storage, so cloud storage means they provide you virtual space. They provide you virtual space. So store your data in reputable cloud services that offer strong encryption and access control. So if you are anyone, just I am giving you a real world example. One of XYZ company having cheaper rate of clouds, and it is the fake kind of things is there. They steal data when you upload the data or files on their cloud server. So they will be compromised and they will be sell your data to another authorities. So that reason you use the secure cloud storage from reputable cloud services. So this one is also important, as important thing. So using robust DLP, data loss prevention software to monitor and control the data movement. This one thing also you can prevent also into your prevention measures. After training employees on the risk of social engineering attacks, those things is there, guys. So that reason I'm telling you, so those things also helps you a lot. After we are discussing about the navigating public Wi-Fi safely. So public Wi-Fi is a double-edged sword. So I think the risk into the public Wi-Fi. So public Wi-Fi networks are inherently secure due to the lack of encryption. Attackers can exploit this network using techniques. So attacker, I have also explained those things into previous video, but not explain into the deeply. But now today we are I'm explaining you very deeply. So exploit this network using techniques like such as man in the middle attack. So man in the middle attack, basically what is the man in the middle attack? So when you are connected into your public any public Wi-Fi, so I think this Wi-Fi will be compromised by hacker. Just suppose this Wi-Fi can be compromised by hacker. So when you searching someone on your browser, or when you visiting some websites, some net banking websites, so when you entering some input vector, input parameter, so this data can be go to the server of the website. But most important thing is there. So attacker can intercept between you and client, you and server. You are the client, and attacker can intercept the client and server, everything. They watch your every activity, which kind of request you have to send to the server, and which kind of request you have received from the server, and which kind of request you send to the server. And attacker can manipulate also the your request as a intermediator. So those kind of things is there. So that reason uh, the public Wi-Fi is risky. And this is the all about man in the middle attack. So cyber criminals intercept communication between user and Wi-Fi router. So for example, I have one real world case in 2017. The European hackers, I think the European hackers, CAF set up fake hotspot to steal user credentials on rough access points, like fake Wi-Fi hotspot, mimic legitimate networks, tricking users into connecting connecting them. So that reason, for example, hacker, what kind of approach hackers use to manipulate people? They try to open multiple channels of fake Wi-Fi. They create multiple channels of fake Wi-Fi, and they are without passwords channels. So if you are connected those kind of things, so those kind of thing occur on bus stands, railway station, airports also. So stay away from those kind of things. So basically what things is there. So when you connected or when you join to the those kind of Wi-Fi, so one thing is there, you have entering some detail into your application. So attacker can be intermediator between router and you. So don't uh, that reason don't connect to public Wi-Fi. It is the very risky. After third one is packet snipping into the public Wi-Fi safely. So packet Wi-Fi snipping by using tools like Wireshark allow attacker to capture unencrypted data packets revealing sensitive information. What is meant by unencrypted data packets? For example, you are visiting Instagram.com. So if Instagram.com are not implemented by encrypted packets, so it could be send unencrypted packet to the server. For example, you enter some username and password. So if it is not encrypted sent to the server, so attacker can see easily. He read the your password and your username, but it is the encrypted, so they have trouble to read and they have trouble to decode the your encryption key. So that reason encryption also play important role into the those kind of things. So which kind of mitigations and preventions is there? So avoid accessing sensitive accounts over public Wi-Fi, or also you can use the VPN networks for the encrypted traffic. Use VPNs to encrypt traffic, like after disable auto connect feature on devices. Auto connect means, auto connect means if you have enter some password first time into your device for internet access. So after next time you don't enter password, if you don't enter any password, so else also you can automatically get access of those kind of automatically you have got access of the Wi-Fi, because the session of password is automatically stored into the your system. So that reason you disable the auto connect option. So for example, if you are sitting on stand or railway station, so there are hackers can could be create some multiple channels having without password. So if your Wi-Fi is by chance on, so the channels are automatically connect to your system. So it is also harmful for you. So that reason stay away or stay secure from those kind of thing. So also I have one of the best real world case study. So it is the Merit data breach in 2018. So attacker can exploit the vulnerabilities of in Merit guest Wi-Fi system of exposing data of 500 millions customers. It is the used data. It is the used data. Just in 2018, attacker exploited vulnerabilities in Marriott Guest Wi-Fi system. Marriott Gate Wi-Fi system exposing the data of 500 million customer. It is the used data, guys. So that reason I am telling you, so safety is most important. So which kind of strategies or precaution we can follow? So basically you can use VPNs and avoid to access sensitive account over Wi-Fi. So if you are sitting on any bus stand or any railway station, or you are also connected to their Wi-Fi, so avoid to login or login into net banking accounts or your personal accounts. So those things also you can avoid on the those kind of network. After security monitoring, so what is the security monitoring? Be vigilant and suspicious network activity and unauthorized access attempt. So that reason security monitoring is important. In previous before 10 to 15 minutes we see regarding the security monitoring. I have explained everything into the security monitoring, how monitor security parameters are monitored by the firewall or everything. I have tell in this session. And also I am telling you some mitigation strategies or prevention strategies. After limit sharing, what is meant by limit sharing? So avoid accessing sensitive account or perform critical task on public Wi-Fi. So those things is there. So that reason, guys, avoid to access sensitive account on perform critical risk on Wi-Fi. After the practical precautions and real world applications, so real world applications and some things is there. So basically engaging devices security. So what is mean by engaging device security? So basically I have some key takeaways. So stay updated, detect threats, encrypt and secure. So basically we see those kind of things. What is mean by stay updated? So keep your devices, software and security measures up to date to address vulnerabilities. Like there are so many vulnerabilities are comes day by day. Like recently we see Log4j, after once we see Pegasus spyware. So Pegasus is a kind of ransomware malware attack. It is occur or it is implemented into the Indian politicians like Rahul Gandhi and those and their device will be compromises or tapped by the hacker. Those kind of things are doing previously. So that reason those things are also important when this kind of vulnerability is patched by the companies. So companies launch their updates, security updates. So you can update, you can check the update, and if you don't having update, so update your device properly. After secondly, detect threats. What is mean by detect threats? So be aware of suspicious system behavior and use anti-keylogging tools to identify remove malware. So there are so many tools is into the market, so you can use those kind of tools to detect malware. Now how malware will be detected by the system, so those things also are predefined. And also you are on your Windows Defender or virus defender also, uh, mostly it is off all time by the people. So don't do those kind of things. It always it's kept always up. After now we are discussing about the encrypt and secure. What is the encryption? Encryption is the key where you cannot read directly the data. If it is encrypted, so you can read. For example, my name is John. My name is John Doe. So it is unencrypted. But what is meant by encrypted? So John Doe will be encrypted into any hashing key. It is known as cryptographic concept. So which kind of things is there? So John Doe name will be ABC XYZ at the rate 123. Those kind of keys are there. So you don't read or you don't understand the word or you don't understand the what written is there. So that reason encryption is important. So protect your data with encryption and secure cloud storage and VPNs, virtual private networks, when using a public Wi-Fi. Whenever you are using some public Wi-Fi, so use those kind of things, and you also measure those kind of prevention techniques is there. Because when you entering or when you doing such a great things, so this is the all about concepts. After practical precautions and real world application, now we are seeing. So there are so many things occur in before. So the keylogging threats are there. The one of the most recent example is into the Mumbai. So one of the company of cybersecurity company. So the attack will be performed on this company. So attackers can send some packages to the company regarding the details. So they send some bad USB kind of things or USB rubber ducky kind of things. So when when the victim can insert the bad USB or the USB drive into their system, so the keylogger install into the by using backdoor automatically into the system of your clients. So that reason or system or victim, so that reason those things is important for us. So all computer devices will be compromises because you are working into corporate or you are working into the colleges or you are working into any XYZ organization NGO. So your devices would be connected into the LAN network. So it is the most chances to transmit malware or transmit virus or transmit keylogger one device to another devices. There are the high chances of doing those kind of things. So those thing is there. So what is the practical precautions and real world applications? So enhance the device security. So first thing is there. So enhance device security. I am just telling about precaution steps for device security. So which are the practices we follow? So basically practice apply the security measures and best practices cover in your daily digital activities. Stay informed. What is my stay informed? Keep up the at least security trends and updates to ensure your devices and data remains protected. So educates other. So everything you learn from those sessions, so just tell to your friends, your family, your relatives. If you are going some parties, so just tell those kind of things to your friends because your safety is first priority, your data is the first priority. So that reason tell everything to your friends, family and peoples. After share this knowledge with family, friends and colleges to promote wider cybersecurity awareness. Now we are just seeing about the enhancing device security. So what is the enhancing device security? So implement strict password policies with periodic changes. What is mean by strict password policies and periodic changes? So you have to enter near about 12 character password. I am telling you in every session you have to create your 12 character password containing uppercase letter, lowercase letter, containing some character, containing some symbols or special characters or numbers. So and also use unique password. You don't use your name, your birth of date, your company name, your children's name. You don't use those kind of details because those are the easily guessable. So that reason I am telling you. After what is the periodic change? So if you have set a 12 character password, so this password would be changed within 2 months or 3 months. So password regularly change into 2 months or 3 months. It is the also extra security for you guys. After regularly audit and revoke the unused app permission, means you audit the all applications. I'm just telling you one thing. So just uh, keep your Android smartphone into your hands and check out. It's now practical term for you. So just keep your Android phone into your hands and check out which kind of applications are into your devices, like you are using Android or you are using iOS or you are using BlackBerry. So just check out which kind of applications you are using and then check out the permissions of particular application, which permissions are required for this application. Like for example there is a Google. So Google have all kind of permissions like location, detail, microphone, the and also address details, and also contacts, and also file managers. Every permissions is required for Google. So those kind of things is there. So be aware for those kind of things. After enable remote wipe features to erase data from lost devices. So enable remote wipe features to erase data from lost devices. So those kind of things. So remote wipe means if you lost your device into trains or into airports, so your data is important, your photo is your important, your pictures is important. So that reason you enable your remote wipe feature. So if you are enable your remote wipe feature, so you remotely erase all the data of your lost device. So it is the also important point or important factor for you guys. After third one is after next is our key logging prevention tips. Now we see the key logging prevention tips. So first tip is use software like Spy Norton anti-keylogger to detect malicious activity on your system. For example, hacker can send one apk file or .exe file or .bat file into your system. So those kind of application can try to detect those kind of applications sent by the hackers. If it is malicious, so those kind of applications block the application, and it could be block the application or not install into your system. Those kind of things is there. After second one is opt for virtual keyboards when entering sensitive information. After third one is regularly monitor system logs and anomalies like you are using on the devices. So check your logs daily. So that reason everything is important. So now the part of training and awareness. So organizations can should conduct regularly cybersecurity trainings sessions to educate users about emerging threats and best practices. Why they provide training and awareness? Because it is the safety purpose. If you are a human being, if you are police, if you are working professional, if you are working into xyz company, if you are founder, if you are CEO, so those things also important for you. So that reason if you are aware about that, so uh, you don't mistake, you don't do some kind of mistakes into the field of hacking. So when you have received some kind of thing, I am 100% sure I am telling you everything. So if you have received some kind of things like suspicious, so don't visit those kind of things. After, what is the conclusion of our session? So the conclusion is the interconnected world we live in offers unparalleled convenience but also significant security challenges. So devices must be fortified and against every evolving threats like keylogging while users while users so must adopt the vigilant practices, especially in high risk scenarios such as using public Wi-Fi. By integrating robust security measures with ongoing awareness, individual organizations can create a safer digital ecosystems. So those things are there, guys. So there are some real world cases also we see, like the WannaCry attack and targeted breach highlights devastating impacts and neglecting devices security. And however, they also offer valuable lessons on the importance of proactive measures. Ultimately, understanding the threats and adopting the layer of security approach they keep minimizing risk in the digital age. So everything I think we cover into the whole session. So closing remarks is the thank you all for the participation and engagements. Remember, proactive devices security and vigilance against keylogging threats and essential in today's digital landscape. I also explaining you everything in this video. So stay safe about keylogging threats and scams. So I think we are also meet into the another one video, another one session. So now we are also meet into the next session. So bye bye everyone. Thank you.